All right, so today's workout is 3 sections, 6 movements per section, and the instructions are the same for each of the 3 sections. Each section is 3 rounds, and you have 45 seconds of work for each of the movements. So in the first one, for example, you're doing 45 seconds of push-ups, 45 seconds of V-hold, 45 seconds of burpees, strict press, side plank, and then burpees again. The cardio piece repeats itself in each of the 3 sections. After you finish one round, you take a minute of rest, and then you do the second round. Then 1 minute of rest, then the third round. The total number of minutes for each section ends up being 16.5 minutes. And then you'll probably need a couple minutes to get your equipment ready for the next section and so on. In each of these demonstrations, I'm going to show you one version and then a regressed version if there is one. Here I'm just doing them on my toes, and in a second I'm going to transition down to my knees. That same hollow body position continues. There's no arching in the lower back. In the V-hold, I'm going to show the harder version, which is my quads are almost touching my ribs and my legs are almost entirely straight. There's very little distance between the legs and the chest. And then I transition into an easier version where the legs are less straight, just a little bit less work. Here I'm demonstrating traditional burpees, where you're jumping back, dropping all the way down, and jumping up. And then I'm going to move to a step back version, stepping back, dropping to the knees, doing a knee push-up, stepping forward, either with or without a jump, your choice. Side plank, you're going to be doing, the hardest version would be a side plank with the leg elevated, and then you could put the foot down. That's the second most challenging position. The elbow position doesn't really change the difficulty. It's just for people whose wrists bother them. And then crossing over the legs will make it a little bit easier, and then dropping the knee will make it even easier. You've already seen burpees, just demonstrating again that you do the cardio piece twice. And again, I show the hardest version, and in a second I'm going to show the step back version. You have one of 2 options here. First, I'm demonstrating option 1. If you have a ball, you can do ball slams. And if you don't have a ball, momentarily I'm going to demonstrate vertical jumps. If jumping is not great for you, you can replace it with a wall sit, something that's going to be challenging for your legs, but not put impact on your joints. For tricep extension, there is no progressed or regressed version. I just want to comment that you really need to focus on keeping the elbows narrow around your temples and make sure that the dumbbell touches the top of your back. If you shorten this, it will not feel challenging. Here I'm demonstrating hollow body holds. This is the hardest version, where your entire body is long, legs are straight. Bending one knee will make it a little bit easier, bending both knees will make it more easy, and putting the arms down will make it still easier. Demonstrating again that you do the cardio section twice. You're either doing ball slams or vertical jump. Here I'm demonstrating elbow plank to hand plank. The regression is just that you drop to your knees doing this, which is still plenty challenging. It's just going to reduce how much work is coming through your triceps, your back, and your core. Foot anchored sit-ups. Notice that I have one foot on top because once I have one foot anchored, I don't need both anchored, and you could put your feet under a couch or any other object. Here I'm demonstrating jack jumps with a squat. If you should not be jumping, you can just step out with both feet, squat, and then bring your feet in like a shuffle. Here I'm demonstrating an elongated plank where the hands are way out in front of the shoulders rather than directly under the shoulders. This is a super challenging position to be in. If it's too much, just do a normal plank and maybe just go longer than 45 seconds. You've seen this before. This is the jack jump with squat, just showing you that you're doing it a second time, like all the other cardio pieces that repeat twice.